Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another board game unboxing of a game we just got recently here in December, right before Christmas. It's a game called BURANO. It's by Yu Chen Sing and Eros Lin. It's produced by, looks like, Quick Simple, is it QSP? QSP Games. When Fun Matters, Broadway, and Emperor S4. Anyway, it's a game we got off of eBay. A game from the, I think it's the island of Burano, which I think is in Italy. There's also a game called Murano, which is by Inca and Marcus Brand, which is more of a work replacement game. This one does have some work replacement elements, but it also has some other elements in the game, a different type of game, but a game that we thought had some cool mechanisms, and a game we decided to pick up because we got a good price on it. So anyway, without further ado, let's check it out and do the unboxing. So as you can see, it's a dual language game. It looks like it was, I want to say it's Japanese or Chinese and English, actually Taiwan, sorry, so it's probably Chinese. So let's look at it here. It says Burano, an island located in the Venetian lagoon, is famous for its brightly colored houses and lace-making techniques. In the game of Burano, players assume the role of a family leader trying to gain reputation by building houses, trading fish, and gaining control of lace workshops. The player with the most reputation points wins the game. The game of Murano is actually, that island is known for its glass-making facility, so that's pretty much kind of what you do in that, build shops and this. But this one you're doing, like I said, you're doing some fishing, lace-making, building houses, trading fish, and all those mechanisms tied into some very cool action selection mechanisms and stuff too. But without further ado, let's check it out and see what's inside the box. So, all right. So it is a game for, let's see if we can get the 2 to 4 players, it looks like. 2 to 4 players. 90 to 120 minutes, so an hour and a half to 2 hours. And ages 14 and above, so a little bit higher of a learning curve with ages 14 and above, but not too bad. So let's check and see. Nice sturdy box. All right, so let's see. Looks like a little bit of dentation there. Not too bad though. So it looks like we got 2 rule books here. Looks like the one in Chinese and one in English. So this is the Chinese one, obviously. I think that's what it is, or Taiwanese. And then this one is in the English one, which we'll be looking at here. So it's got introduction, components, setup, sequence of play, actions, cleanup, end of game, privilege, and building cards. So pretty standard there. So components. There, you get your player components here. Setup. So you get a lot of brightly colored cubes, which will determine your actions and everything. So some cards and very colorful board and everything. So it's got some nice aesthetics to it. It's got a nice board presence too once you start building stuff on the board. So it's a setup for the player, sequence of play. So basically you're going to be building your little tower there of cubes, different colored cubes. And depending on what colors you use, it's going to depend upon what you're going to build out on the board and that kind of stuff. So there you go. So it kind of gives you an idea of what you're doing here. So it looks like some good, nice, detailed explanations of how to do stuff. Your actions, different actions you can take. And as you take more actions on the board, they're going to get an increase in, they're going to cost a little bit more each time. So you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to spend coinage or extra privilege, which you can use in place of coinage in order to take extra actions. And there's the lace making area of the game. So you're going to send workers to work in the lace factories, but you got to be careful because the more workers you send into the lace factories, the less you're going to have available for income and other things too. So it's going to be like a balance. You're going to have to weigh the balance in that. So there you go, the different colors in here. And cleanup phase, and then your end of game scoring. So it looks like it's pretty straightforward. And then privilege, that's how you gain, gain reputation and use that for in place of coins and whatnot and other things. Privilege for fishing, privilege for lace making, privilege for cubes, etc. Privilege for coins. And then finally on the back of the board is going to give you all your building cards and what each one of them does. Basically allow you to get some end game scoring or special abilities during the game. And that's pretty much it for the instruction manual. So we'll check out the components. Let's see here. Oops, it looks like they easily pop out. Some of them are popping out pretty easily right now. I'd say about an average, maybe a medium thickness here. Not too thin, but not too thick either. So it's kind of like somewhere in the middle. The coins are pretty easy to, not too thick, and they pop out pretty easily. Everything pops out easily. And these are your roof markers right here, which are going to be the colors you're going to use on the board in order to place them, and the rewards you get from building, types of buildings with these colors in it. So there you go. So a lot of these are 4 victory points here you're going to get, or you're going to get other rewards here. And there you go. I think these are for the player boards here. These are going to go on your player boards. And these are your action selection things. So each color, these are going to be randomly set up, and it's going to be, depending upon what colors are and what, I think you're going to use like a D6 type die or something like that. 6 different actions, and it's going to be in pairs of actions. It's depending on what colors are put together is going to determine what actions you're going to be able to take with certain colors and whatnot. So a very colorful game, it looks like. So that's one of the boards there. So you have another board here. Looks like you get a couple of ships on here. You're going to be sailing ships to gain fishing cards, do some fishing, and gain, territory, what do you call them? Area control, I guess, a little bit of certain regions, certain cities in order to get majorities. So there you go. More tiles here, building tiles of all kinds of different colors. Looks like a lot of these have popped out already, probably during the shipping. But these are your player colors. So you get red, green, blue, and looks like black or something. These are your different player colors. And it looks like you got 1, 2, 10 icons of, each player is going to get 10 citizens, I think, or something like that. That's going to go around your wheel. And depending upon if you send them to the lace making factories or to the islands, is going to determine whether, how much income you get, that kind of stuff. So there you go. I think this is probably a first player token here. And probably the yellow players, well, there's no yellow players per se, but so perhaps that's for something different. But this is gonna, I think this does go on the player board here, so. And then where these arrows are is gonna determine what colors are activated, and what cities you're gonna be able to take control of when you do fishing and other actions. And here is the very cool player board here. I mean the main board. So as you can see, the board is going to go on the main board here, and you're going to be able to put. Let me see if I can show you here. Take one of these roof tiles. So basically, depending upon what like if you use the white and looks like a yellow cube and you put them in, say these regions right here, you'd be able to put this on top of the roof on the cubes there and score the points. So it's going to build up. I think there's like either 2 or 3 layers that's going to go up for height. So it's going to have a really cool table presence, but really cool artwork in it. And here are all your cubes here, which you're going to be building your towers of. And I think you get like a minute to build your towers each. You're going to do it simultaneously, and you're going to get a certain amount of cubes. And so the first couple of rounds, you're going to want to put these so that you can get access to your to the top cubes, of course, and kind of like mahjong there. You're only going to be able to access the cubes or tiles here at cubes, but tiles in mahjong that you're going to be able to access to do different actions. And then after a couple of rounds or a round or so, not sure exactly how many rounds there are, but you'll be able to get a certain amount of cubes back to build your towers once again. So very cool though. It's very nice aesthetics and everything, very thematic. Well, thematic in a way, I guess, as far as mechanisms go anyway. Of course, you're going to have some cards here. So these are your building cards and your, looks like fishing cards in here. So you're going to be able to collect different types of fish and sell them. And there's probably some player aids in here too. But nice thick cards here, which we're going to sleeve. I have to order some more sleeves since have so many games here that we've been gone through a lot of our sleeves. So it looks like these are player aids, I think, of some sort. Very nice quality cards, though. I'm definitely impressed. Looks like some building cards in here. Hey, Max. But yeah, these are some style right here. These look like the building cards right here. And then these are the fishing cards right here. So you get different types of fish. Pearls, whatnot. So you're going to be like a set collection kind of thing. Lobsters and crabs and whatnot. Let's see, I'll show you some of the building cards here. These aren't built. These look like the player aids, and then I think starting right here are your building cards. So they're going to give you certain powers or certain end-game scoring things that are going to happen. Or allow you to build with certain colored cubes to replace other cubes. Certain cubes will be wild. Yeah, this one looks like victory points, 2 points for every maybe fish card you have or something like that, or every pair of fish cards or something like that. Looks like the lace making thing right here. So there you go. So, all right, there you go with that. And then you give your very cool player boards here. So yeah, the wheel is going to go on here. And then you're going to put your workers, and you're going to get coins depending upon how many workers you've sent, and you're going to score depending upon where that dial reaches around here. But very nice player boards here, and it kind of describes all the actions you can take. So these are your actions you're going to take here. So your first action, you're going to get a coin, and take a certain action, and then the next one, it's going to require you to spend 2 coins. I believe that's what it is. So your first action costs you a coin, but you get a coin or something like that. Your second action, I believe, gives you, you can get 3 coins, but it's going to cost you 2 to take the action. And you can see it gets progressively more expensive to take those actions. So it's different seasons over different periods. I think it's over spring, summer, winter, and fall. And then each round gets progressively a little bit shorter, I think. And then, these are kind of like what you do. You build your pyramid, take your actions, put stuff on the board and whatnot there. So these are just a couple of your player boards here. And very nice plastic bags, which are always welcome to have. And it looks like you have a couple more of the player boards here. Very nice colors here. And this looks like, I think, where you're going to put your building cards and your that are available. Again, probably a summary of the round summary, how a round takes place in a round. And I think here is where those tiles are going to go for your roof tiles right here. So in order to take them, they're going to go right there. And then finally, this is the main board here, which I'm just going to kind of, I'm not going to lay out, but you're going to place, see if I can find it here. So you're going to be placing this right here on top of the city. And that's where you're going to put your cubes in and everything. So it holds the cubes nice and tight. That's where the lace making factory is. And then around it, as you can see, these are the different towns you're going to go fishing in. And over here is where you're going to be able to do trades. Here is where you're going to be able to get fish cards and take area control of cities and stuff. And then the lines right here represent the cities that are the traveling paths you can go into to get to different cities. But a very nice looking game and everything. Definitely impressed with that. And finally you have your little boats here. So there you go. So pretty much your little standard boats. So blue, black, green, and red. And then some of the tokens that fell inside here. And that's pretty much it. So that is pretty much BURANO. So a game we're definitely looking forward to getting to the table soon. And if you saw my Facebook page, you know that we have more games to open up. We have Passing Through Petra, Raccoon Tycoon Deluxe Edition, Trois Dice, Riverboat, Wandake, and we just put an order in last week, just before Christmas, for a couple of Stefan Feld games from Fun Again Games and from Game Nerds. So I think we have about, I want to say, 5 or 6 different games coming there. So more stuff on the way. So thank you for joining me. This has been another board game unboxing with High Ground Gaming. So hope everybody have a Merry Christmas and hope they have a happy and safe New Year. And we'll see you in the next unboxing video. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.